gonna have time for smoke? Talk.
Why don't we?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the W South Beach, Miami, for the official weigh-in for Saturday night's incredible night of boxing action, DAZN Miami Fight Night. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing USA, sponsored by JD Sports. All the action will go live around the world on DAZN, Sky Sports, and FITE TV. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an incredible fight card on Super Bowl weekend to kick off 2020. 11 fights, 4 titles, 3 world title fights. So we're going to go ahead and bring the fighters up to the stage so they can face the scale and face each other. Introducing first to the stage, our first bout of the evening. She's making her way from Denver, Colorado. Please welcome Angelina Hofschneider. And her opponent now making her way to the stage, undefeated as a professional, 4-0-1, 2 knockouts, fighting out of Miami Beach, Florida. Please welcome Avril Mathi. Now to the scale, Angelina Hofschneider. 120.4 pounds for Hofschneider, 120.4 pounds. 6 rounds, junior featherweights. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, from Miami Beach, Florida, please welcome Avril Mathi. £119.4 pounds, 119.4 for Mathi. Six rounds, junior featherweights. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Thank you.
Dave, keep behind the skin. I didn't see it. Yeah, cool, man.
I got it.
You guys go anywhere you want?
I think actually, yeah.
Our next bout of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing up to the stage at this time, 11 wins, 7 defeats, 3 knockouts, fighting out of La Plata, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Please welcome Nicholas Velasquez. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He's a 2016 Rio Olympian. He's got a perfect professional record, 5 fights, 5 victories, 4 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, by way of Chechnya. Please welcome Arthur, the Chechen Wolf, Birslanov. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Velasquez. $137.4, 137.4 pounds for Nicholas Velasquez. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated Arthur Birslanov. 137.2, 137.2 for the Chechen Wolf. Velasquez and Birslanov, Thursday night, 6 rounds, lightweights. DAZN Miami Fight Night. Thank you, guys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got some fight fans out here. It's kind of quiet. You can make some noise for these fighters as they come up here. There you go. Right now, we got a 6-round lightweight affair. Introducing up first, 16-17-2 with 9 knockouts, fighting out of Denver, Colorado. Please welcome Juan Santiago. And his opponent making his way to the stage right now, undefeated, 4-0, 1 knockout. He fights out of Toledo, Ohio. He represents the Soul City Gym. Here is the phenomenal young prospect they call OJ3 Otha Jones the Third. Now to the scale, the young charge from Denver, Colorado, Juan Santiago. $132.4, 132.4 for Santiago. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated OJ3 Otha Jones III. 134.8, 134.8 pounds for OJ3. 6 rounds, lightweights, Super Bowl weekend, DAZN Miami Fight Night. It's all brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing USA.
Please, thank you.
Santiago Otha Jones, 6 rounds, lightweights, Thursday night, DAZN Miami Fight Night. The action continues, ladies and gentlemen. 8 rounds in the lightweight division. Right now, making her way to the stage from Sao Paulo, Brazil, the former world title challenger, Simone da Silva. And now, ladies and gentlemen, her opponent making her way to the stage with her head trainer, Jordan Maldonado. She's 37-1-1 with 27 big wins coming by way of knockout. She fights out of Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York, by way of Carolina, Puerto Rico. Here is the exciting and hard-hitting 7-time-7 division world champion, la gran campeona puertorriqueña, ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Real Deal Serrano. All right, now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen. $131.4 for Da Silva, 131.4 for Da Silva. Seven-time, seven-division world champion Amanda Real Deal Serrano to the scale. 131.6, 131.6 pounds for Amanda Serrano. De Silva and Serrano. And Amanda, if we could actually have you hold up just a second. From the WBO, we have Francisco Paco Valcarcel, and he's got a very special award for you. For the second time, the 2019 Female Fighter of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Serrano. Give her a nice round of applause. Congratulations. Well deserved, doing big things for boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues right now. 6 rounds in the middleweight division. We've got a gentleman 5-2 with 3 knockouts. He fights out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Please welcome Donald Sanchez to the stage. Donald Sanchez. And his opponent making his way to the stage right now. He's with his trainer, Dwight Pratchett. He's undefeated, 4-0, 3 knockouts. He's the tough and dangerous young prospect that fights out of Houston, Texas, Austin Ammo Williams. Now to the scale, Donald Sanchez. 159.4, 159.4 for Sanchez. And now to the scale, the undefeated Austin Ammo Williams. 159.8, 159.8 for Austin Ammo Williams. Six rounds middleweights Thursday night. DAZN Miami Fight Night. Sanchez Williams, 6 rounds, middleweights, Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move up a division to the super middleweight. We got a 6-round affair. Right now, this gentleman coming up, 4 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw, 3 wins by way of knockout. He fights out of Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vince Cato Backus. And right now, making his way to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, undefeated, 4-0, 3 knockouts. He is a formidable young prospect. He's a former Team USA member. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Alexis Espino. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Vince Cato Backus. 165, 160 pounds for Backus. And now to the scale, Alexis Espino. Also 165 pounds, 165 bang on also. 6 rounds, super middleweights. Espino v. Bacchus, Thursday night. DAZN Miami Fight Night. Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues right now. 10 rounds for the WBO Latino Super Middleweight Championship. This bout is brought to you by Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing USA in association with A&T Events and Promotions. Introducing up first to the stage, he holds the title. He's got a professional record, 25 victories, only 1 defeat, 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Miami Beach, Florida by way of Baurdo, Cauca, Colombia. Here is the former world title challenger and the reigning, defending WBO Latino Super Middleweight Champion, Romer El Poderoso Angulo. Angulo. And now making his way to the stage, the challenger. His professional record, perfect. 20 fights, 20 victories, 18 of them coming by way of knockout. Originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, and representing Compton, California, please welcome Anthony, the Magician Sims Jr. Sims Jr. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Romer Angulo. 167.4, 167.4 pounds for Angulo. And now to the scale, the undefeated, the Magician, Anthony Sims Jr. 168, bang on the super middleweight limit, 168 pounds for Anthony Sims Jr. Ten rounds for the WBO Latino Super Middleweight Championship. Thursday night, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing USA in association with A&T Events and Promotions. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it out there, a triple world header. You better believe it. And we're going to go ahead and start with those fights right now. We've got 12 rounds for the unified WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight Championships of the world. It's all brought to you courtesy of Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing USA in association with Thompson Boxing and World of Boxing. Now making his way to the stage, the challenger. He's a southpaw, he's a 2016 Olympian, and he won a bronze medal. As a professional, his record is now perfect. 7 fights, 7 victories, 6 of them coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Indio, California by way of Namangan, Uzbekistan. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the skilled and highly regarded WBA #1 ranked super bantamweight contender, Murodjon MJ Akhmadaliev. And now making his way to the stage, the reigning and defending champion. 27 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Los Angeles, California, and Thursday night he'll be appearing in his 6th world title contest, introducing the reigning, defending unified WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight champion of the world, Danny, the baby-faced assassin, Roman. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, MJ Morajan Akhmadaliev. 121.4, 121.4 pounds for the challenger. Undefeated Uzbek Olympian, Morajan Akhmadaliev. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning and defending unified WBA and IBF champion of the world, Danny, the baby-faced assassin, Roman. 121.6, 121.6 pounds for the defending champion. "12 rounds for the unified WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight Championships of the world. DAZN Miami Fight Night, all brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing USA in association with Thompson Boxing and World of Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we've got another World Championship contest. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship of the world. It's all brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing USA, DeBella Entertainment, that's with Lou DeBella, and Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. Introducing up first to the stage, the challenger. This 2012 Olympian has a professional record, 30 victories, only 1 defeat, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He's the former WBA Gold, WBC and NABF, and WBO and NABO featherweight champion. Thursday night, he'll be appearing in his 3rd world title attempt. Please welcome, representing South El Monte, California, Joseph Jojo Diaz Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the stage, the defending champion. He'll be with his head trainer, Raul Chino Rivas. His professional record, 30 victories, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 1 no contest, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of and represents the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thursday night, he'll be making his 5th defense of his world title. Here is the reigning and defending IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the world, Tevin, the American Idol Farmer. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Jojo Diaz Jr. 129.8, 129.8 for the challenger, Joseph Jojo Diaz Jr. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the defending world champion, Tevin, American Idol Farmer. 130 pounds, the super featherweight limit, 130 pounds, bang on for Tevin Farmer. Meridian at Islands Garden, Thursday night, Miami Beach, Florida, Super Bowl weekend, Matchroom Boxing, DAZN, Sky Sports, FITE TV.
Break you.
Everybody say that
I'm gonna
shit.
break you.
Everybody say that. You gonna get beat the fuck up like I do everybody else. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. You know you can't. You scared.
You're scared.
You ain't built, nigga.
Yeah,
you ain't
you're
built.
weak.
You bitch ass.
You're weak.
You a bitch.
You're weak.
You a bitch.
You're weak.
I'm gonna beat your ass
fucking
tomorrow.
bust your ass.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. Look at you.
12 rounds for the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Jojo Diaz, Tevin Farmer, California versus PA. IBF Junior Lightweight Championship on the line. Jojo Diaz, Tevin Farmer. Matchroom Boxing, DeBella Entertainment, Golden Boy Promotions. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now come to the co-featured bout of the evening. 6 rounds scheduled in the Cruiserweight division. Now making his way to the stage. He's a YouTube star, undefeated in his amateur boxing career. He hails from Saudi Arabia and represents the United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, the 7-figure gibber, the beast from the East, AnEsonGib. Gib, with his trainer Vidal Riley. And now making his way to the stage, his opponent. He'll be with his head trainer, 3-division multi-time world champion Shane Mosley. Ladies and gentlemen, also, he'll be making his professional debut Thursday night. He's an American YouTuber, internet personality, actor, and musician. Originally from Cleveland, Ohio, and now living and fighting out of Calabasas, Los Angeles, California, Jake Paul. Paul. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, AnEsonGib. 188 pounds, 188 for AnEsonGib, the 7-figure gibber. And now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, the problem child from Calabasas, Los Angeles, California. Please welcome Jake Paul. 191.8 pounds for the problem child, Jake Paul. Sure. Jake Paul, AnEsonGib, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds, cruiserweights in the co-feature. Thursday night, Miami Beach, Florida, Super Bowl weekend, all courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing USA. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Michael Buffer.
Thank you, David Diamante. Wow, what a great night for one of the most exciting weeks in all of sports. It's Super Bowl week. So Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing USA comes to Miami to bring a very special World Championship fight night. And it's all going to be broadcast live on DAZN, D-A-Z-N, DAZN, to the UK on Sky Sports, and of course on FITE TV. A great night of boxing. Now it's time for the weigh-in for the main event of the evening. 12 rounds scheduled for the WBO Middleweight Championship of the World. Let's bring the fighters to the stage at this time. First, he's the challenger. His record stands at 17 victories, 5 wins by knockout, 2 defeats with 1 draw. He's the Celtic middleweight champion, the Irish national middleweight champion, and the current WBO European champion from Dublin, Ireland, Luke Keeler. Next up onto the stage, the defending world champion. He comes to us from Providence, Rhode Island, USA. He's a former 2-time middleweight world champion and a 3-time world champion. He's the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO middleweight champion of the world, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. First onto the scales will be the challenger. He comes to us from Dublin, Ireland. Stepping onto the scales at this time, Luke Keeler. 159.4 pounds for the challenger, Luke Keeler from Dublin, Ireland. Next onto the scales, his last name is pronounced many different ways, Andrade, Andrade, but he loves to be called undefeated. He is the reigning and defending undefeated WBO middleweight world champion, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. $159.6 pounds for the reigning and defending undefeated WBO champion, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Andrade, undefeated. The best name yet.
I like that one, Eddie.
Here they are, challenger and champion for the main event tomorrow night, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO World Middleweight Championship, the 3rd world title fight tomorrow night. It's all going to be broadcast live on DAZN, on Sky Sports Boxing to the UK, and on FITE TV. A great night of boxing from Matchroom Boxing USA to celebrate the anxiety and the excitement of Super Bowl week. Here they are, challenger and champion for the main event, Luke Keeler from Dublin, Ireland. Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade from Providence, Rhode Island, USA. It's a great card, a great night of boxing tomorrow night. We'd hope to see everybody there. It'll be a night filled with celebrities from the world of entertainment, from movies, TV, recording industry, Hall of Famers from the world of sports, of all sports. We'll see you there tomorrow night. Miami Fight Night.